We left off on how to cook our agave. What's next?
A lot. So after the cooking process, you want to shred, crush, whatever it is, the agave to squeeze that juice out, to take that juice and put it into a vat for fermentation. A lot of companies, like us included, we don't use a Tahona stone to crush it. That is a really, really old process. It's cool. It's a big, heavy stone, crushes all the agave. Back in the day, it was horse-drawn, mule-drawn. And I think now with all the animal rights, like it might be cruel and unusual to do. So a lot of them don't do that anymore. But we do shred it, we crush it with a machine, and that way it squeezes all that juice to get ready for the fermentation process. Now when it comes to the fermentation process, I am not a master distiller whatsoever, so we're just gonna kind of give a Cliff Note edition of this. And if that juice that's squeezed out and crushed is loaded into a vat with some yeast, sometimes champagne yeast, and you allow it to sit for a few days to let it ferment to make alcohol.
Then it's the distillation, right?
Yeah, so then it's the distillation process. Again, I'm not a master distiller, but our tequila is distilled twice. The first one is to kind of cut it, get out some of those impurities. And then the second distillation is to really refine it, get out every single impurity, and kind of balance out the alcohol content, whatever you want it to be, a high proof or just, a regular 80 proof.
Finally, then we get to drink the tequila.
Oh, technically you can, but there are still some steps within that bottling, and it depends on aging and all these different things, flavored tequila, so there's still a lot to go over. It depends on what you want that final product to be. But you're right, if you want to drink a Blanco tequila, you can distill it and then just pour it into a bottle out of the vat and you're good to go.
Now you mentioned Blanco. Will you explain the difference in age, silver, flavors, or?
That is a lot to go over. I think we don't really have enough time right now, so let's move that to the next episode so I can have time to fully explain it.